So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome to a different kind of video, one of which I've been trying to do for the longest time, and finally I've got the courage to actually do it. For 2019, I've been wanting to bring a few new video series to the channel, and I figured January is probably the best time to do it, considering we're now in 2019. More specifically though, guys, I want to try and get involved more so with the Reddit communities, because there's so many cool subreddits, and I kind of want to check them out. Specifically for this video, I'm actually heading over to Reddit and the subreddit called And I guess comes the question that I should probably ask you guys before we delve any deeper. Have you ever seen yourself an image which just doesn't quite make sense in the brain? Like, the more you look at it, the more confusing it gets. Welcome, guys, to the subreddit. Now, supposedly what goes on in this place is that people post pictures with little to no context and basically no title as well. Based on that fact, you never know truly what you're about to click on when you go on these images, and so that's kind of why I wanted to do this as a video. Before we jump into this one as well, there's honestly so many subreddits that I want to check out, but I figured I'd hand this over to you guys, so maybe you can give me some pointers on where you want to see me start. We can do creepy videos, we can just do weird videos, more weird subreddits basically. But guys, whatever you comment down below, there's probably a subreddit for it, okay? Without further ado, anyway, guys, we're going to jump straight into this one, but if you do enjoy this one, I guess you could go ahead and leave me that like rating so I know if I should be continuing this. Okay, let's get started then. So we're filtering it by the last year, and I mean, we're going to start with the top one, 74.2k upvotes. Yeah, this one's going to have some weight to it. Yeah. You see, that's pretty fascinating, and or should I say fascinating? We're off to a really bad start here, guys. Please stay. It's not actually, that is up to you. It's probably not going to get much better than that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and open up a load of these, guys. Let's see what mixed bag we get here. What? That's an interesting one, you see. I think you've got the wrong pawn when it comes to playing this game. Actually, it looks more like a king, but then again, it does also look like a pawn. Okay, I'm not going to think about that much more. Yeah, it certainly is a, moment, right? Okay, I'm just looking at the images more and more, guys. Like, my brain isn't commuting with this. I don't really understand what happened right here. I guess the one thing to take away from this, guys, the woman is smiling. I guess the horse is doing something right, and that baby, well, I don't even know what it is. That's amazing, man. This is the thing about working at a cinema, okay? Once it closes and everyone else goes, you don't have to. It's kind of a beautiful thing as well when you think about it. Like, guys, you ever see a horror movie and you've just got kids like behind screaming about what's happening, or just screaming in general because their friends want to see their reaction? I mean, granted, I kind of do that to games, but like, I'm filming for YouTube. I wouldn't go and do it in a public place unless I was filming for YouTube. I would say this is probably one of the high life moments though of working at a cinema, you know? Kind of seeing the new releases, and like when you've got the popcorn, like you've got the popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see, that's interesting, right? Bro, to be honest, I won't go posting pictures like this. Like, the technology we've got nowadays, they can probably track you down if they want, and they most likely will. I can't answer that one. I'm gonna click off this. Guys, it happens to the best of us, even clearly billboards in this occasion. That really sucked though, right? You pay money for the advertisement and that's what you get. Yeah, look, you just see the comments as well. All of the sad moments. Turn that frown upside down. Bruh. He's got it. See, this is the harsh reality, guys. There truly is no happiness to a blue screen unless you're one of those weird people, which again, I don't think exist. Oh my god! See, the thing about this picture is it just reminds me of that meme, you know, the whole, if you don't love me at my worst, you won't love me at my best. Thomas, bro, you've definitely got two sides, one of which you only show to public, clearly. On the outside, he's Thomas the Train, but on the inside, he's always in pain. Guys, there's clearly only so long you can entertain people before it starts to get to you, and I think for Thomas, we found his inner demons, quite literally. To be honest as well, that's the side of Thomas as well that basically exists on feet, so I kind of get the whole thing. Yeah, that made me think, definitely. Yeah, you see, the whole concept of this picture here is kind of fascinating, to be honest. Glazing looks suspicious. We're gonna need some samples for evidence. Something you just can't comment on, you know what I mean? No, God! Okay, why have I gone ahead and stumbled across this picture in the Reddit? Guys, this is the truth behind those animatronic suits you see, okay? Look at the mouthpiece, and look at the eyes. Kid on the left kind of realizes. I think the girl on the right is starting to realize as well, but it's too late already, to be fair. Well, it was nice knowing them kids. Bro, the thing is, he's on selfie mode, so what are you two doing? Are these two people thinking he's holding the camera up to take a picture of them? No, he's taking a picture of himself. To be honest, the more pressing matter is how long have these two dudes been standing there waiting for the picture to snap as well? What? I'm busy trying to figure out in my head, is this a cat or is this some kind of like undiscovered or well now discovered animal? The recoil of the head, the lack of ears, those huge old lat muscles. The extension of the arms as well and the multitasking and also aggression. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. I don't want one. Aye. What am I looking at right now? Guys, what am I actually looking at? Like, I don't understand. Okay, guys, when I see this, the first thing that is actually springing to mind, is this the first leaked picture of Detroit Become Human 2, okay? Because I know it's coming out. What? Shh, there. Oh, man. See, these are the things you don't think about when you're actually running a faucet and washing your hands. Like, you're getting the crap off it. This is truly the emotional damage you're causing to this piece of inanimate object, okay? Well, I say inanimate object, so we thought clearly, you know? The best this human can do is try and calm the thing down whilst it clearly washes the crap off his hands. And I'm sure that finger is definitely not clean as well. Guys, if you wash your hands out there, you're just the same, okay? We're all causing the big problem here, and you are also responsible. So yeah, this is a very interesting picture indeed. I'm not sure who's more confused, me or the astronaut by this point. You see, the dilemma with this one is we don't know if that's truly meant to represent the Earth, you know, the other moon. I'm starting to think this astronaut's thinking, like, did we land on the wrong moon when they said go to the moon? Like, what's happening here? Just gonna leave this one on screen for a second. Okay, now we're gonna click it off. Wow, what are the actual chances of that happening? Or did it even happen? Is this like a Photoshop? I'm just saying, dude, when you pay double the price for the house, this is partly the reason why. Oh, I'm not I'm not gonna smile at that, just in case. That's just amazing. Cats. This is just one of the many reasons, guys, why you gotta love them, alright? See, the main question which is making me go, about this whole picture is this part meant to be the illusion or the second half of the picture, okay? Pulled my headphones out, for God's sake. Now I'm scared. Guys, look, there is no confusion about this picture we're seeing on screen, okay? It's just simply a loaf of bread strapped to the back of a dog and... Wait, is that fur, actually? Hold up. Okay, I don't get it. Wow. I mean, there's job satisfaction, and then there's clearly this. Yeah, looking like this image probably took a good hour to set up, and I just sure hope they got all the work done for that day. Saying that, to be honest, if they've got the time to set something like this up, I'm pretty sure they don't care in the long run. It's gonna take a moment to appreciate that dude's face, though. Is that a real thing? I'm really confused right now. Okay then, guys, we're gonna finish off this Reddit with this last one here. This one looks more like an accurate picture. I don't see anything wrong with it. Dude, this is why you check your back pockets before you go on the ISS and launch off, okay? Mario might be sneaking around in there ready to just do this, alright? So yeah, we're done here. Now, guys, I figured we'd actually finish this video off by dipping into another subreddit, okay? Look, maybe the last ones weren't so important and they're not gonna affect your daily life, but these next ones probably will. Reddit Pointless Stories. Let's get into this. Just before we get into this, guys, a little bit of backstory. This is a Reddit dedicated to the most pointless stories that have probably happened to people, and I'm gonna find them fascinating again. I get a notification that my neighbor leaves for work every day around 5:15 a.m. But why? Before you even think, guys, of course we're adding appropriate music to each of these stories. I have a doorbell that records movement outside my door and sends notifications to my phone. Every morning around 5:15, my neighbor passes in front of my door. Condo complex, by the way. It's always nice to get that little pop-up. It's like telling me the world carries on and Russ is still going to work every morning. Go ahead and tell Russ that. See his reaction. Second question I've got. Why has this dude got notifications on loud, you know, to wake himself up at 5:15 a.m. just so he knows that his friend or whatever is going to work? I accidentally brought my dad a stepladder. I don't really understand how you accidentally buy someone a stepladder. I'm actually speechless. I don't get it. One day when I was home, my dad asked me to bring him a stepladder. He usually contracts words and sometimes doesn't speak clearly, so I thought he meant stepladder. I brought him the stepladder, but then he said, I asked for the stepladder, but I brought you a stepladder. Then I realized he meant stepladder, so I brought him that. Okay, I think that may be probably the most pointless story I've read so far on this Reddit, and this Reddit is called Pointless Stories, so that's kind of shocking. My 4-year-old has started speaking with a British accent. The best accent, by the way. Okay, maybe subjective. The time I got grounded for swearing in Nintendo DS Picto chat. I was 7 at the time, chilling at my grandma's with my cousins and my brother when I overheard them talking about messing around in the Picto chat feature in their DS. Can't even keep my composure for this. So for some reason or another, I snuck away to the living room and I changed my username on my DS to some random name to trick them into thinking I'm a stranger when I joined their chat room. I didn't know exactly what to say when I joined, so 7-year-old me composed a text composed of one single word. After I sent it to my younger brother and my cousin, went to go and tell my grandma some stranger was swearing at them over the internet. I then went to ask my grandma what happened as they left the kitchen, but I left my DS still on it unattended, and unfortunately my brother and cousin had stumbled upon it in the living room, opened the Picto chat, and found out that it was actually him. That is... You live and learn, guys. You live and learn, I guess. You know, I've also just realized as well, 32 minutes into recording this video, I've been wearing this headset and I've not had anything go through them, like no music or anything. I think that's the biggest moment of this video so far. I'm gonna put them back on anyway. Okay then, guys, well, we're gonna leave this video here anyway. As said before, I just wanted to try something different, and this is probably gonna test me as well as a creator. All I really had to go on for this whole episode was just pictures, see what was going on, or rather what wasn't going on. And honestly, I did enjoy the whole reaction side of this thing. As said before, it was totally different, but that's kind of the point. I want to try some new stuff. We'll see what you guys think anyway, and we'll go from there. But for this one, we are going to leave it here, okay? I've done enough thinking with no conclusions, all right? If you guys did enjoy this video, though, why not drop me that like rating? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I, of course, hope you did enjoy, and I will, of course, see you on the next one.